y'all, I've made it to the first location of my mini Acadia solo road trip, and that is the Holy Donut in Scarsboro. The Holy Donut is a locally owned chain in Maine, and they specialize in potato donuts. They were almost sold out. I was able to get a vanilla donut though before they all sold out, and this was the last cinnamon sugar donut they had. So I'm very thankful I was able to get that. Highly would recommend the Holy Donut if you ever find yourself in Maine. I know there's a few locations throughout the state. I believe it snowed last night here. That's wild. It's currently above freezing, so I feel like any precipitation I get on the trip, it's gonna be rain, not snow, but I thought that was really cool to show you guys. So yes, I'm driving up north. I booked a last minute Airbnb cabin near Acadia National Park just to get away for a little bit. I think my next stop might be the Portland Lighthouse. I've been to Portland so many times, however, I haven't seen their lighthouse, and that's kind of what they're known for. So I'm gonna check that out today. It's a Christmas tree farm, and it goes all the way down the road too. Okay, quick pit stop on the side of the road before I check into my Airbnb. Okay, we made it. It's raining now, but it should stop later. Here's the little cabin. Right there's the hot tub, and then right here is the bathroom. So kind of inconvenient, you have to walk to go to the bathroom, but whatevs. At least there's a hot tub. Oh my god, yes, it's already running. Cabin reveal. So nice. Look at this beanbag chair. I'm laying in bed. Not gonna lie, I'm really tired from the drive up here, so I think I'm gonna take a little nap. Once it's dark, I'm gonna go in the hot tub because I saw their string lights. Also, whenever I don't know the heating situation in an Airbnb or camping in a cabin, I always bring my heated blanket. The heating is really good here. There's one right above the bed, but I'm also just addicted to my heated blanket. And it's snowing out. It fits the vibe. Okay, nap time. I love this little tapestry they have. It's all the herbs that go in tea. I brought some of my own tea just because I'm a tea person, but they have some tea up there I might take advantage of. Bundling up to go pee. It stopped raining though, thank God. Bathroom time. Oh, it's warm in here. I did not expect this bathroom to be heated, so very pleasant surprise. Dinner time in the cabin. Tonight I'm eating mixed pretzel and cheddar goldfish. I'm not sure if this is new or not, or just new to me, but this is my second bag. So good. And then I also have this fancy ramen. I don't have a pot to boil water for the ramen. All I have is a tea kettle for boiling water. So fingers crossed, I can make do with that. Oh, it kind of works. Okay, a bit of context as to why I'm here up in Maine alone. So I live in Massachusetts, and the closest national park to me is Acadia in Maine. It's about 5 hours from my house. I knew I would want to come up here a lot this year, so when I came here last September with my boyfriend, I purchased a seasonal pass for the year. The pass basically allows you to go in any national park for the whole year, and I think it's $80 as opposed to $30 when you just pay on the spot in your car. So yes, since I had the free pass and I had a little bit of free time on my hand, I thought I would have a bit of a self-care moment and come up here, explore Acadia. I've never been here when it's snowing. I feel like we're still on the cusp of winter, which is off season for Acadia, so I'm really interested to see it. I'm not vacant. I'm sure I won't be the only one there tomorrow, but I'm excited to see it and it's not prime. I've been to Acadia so many times before, but I'm just really excited to see it in a new light. It's not supposed to rain tomorrow, which is good, but I'm assuming it's just gonna be a little bit wet and gloomy. But honestly, the gloomy weather kind of adds to the main aesthetic if you think about it. So I'm excited. There we go. I don't know if you can tell, but this is all frozen over and sliding. It's go time. Oh, so cold. This is so relaxing. I want a hot tub so bad. Tonight we'll be trying the sleepy time tea, and also they have a main mug, so I'm gonna drink it out of this. Good morning, going to the bathroom. Oh, it's raining. I'm gonna take 2 bags to the park. This one is gonna be my personal bag, and I'm just gonna put like my wallet. Maybe I'll do this. My word search. Aquaphor. Oh, I need my hand cream. I'm also gonna bring an extra pair of socks in case anything happens. I'm also gonna bring my crochet project just in case I get bored. I'm gonna bring this, and then I'm also gonna bring a food bag. Okay, here's my food bag. I just have water, miscellaneous snacks that I brought. I showed these yesterday, but I'm gonna bring these as well. And then the peanut butter jellies I made earlier. And then this seltzer I brought from home. It's grape flavored, just seltzer water from Wegmans. Good to go. I used my tripod to film, but bringing this too. I'm likely gonna have my jacket on this whole park trip because it's so cold out, but I wanted to show my Acadia National Park sweatshirt. I am repping underneath all the layers, don't worry. This is by no means a camping hack. This is just something I like to do, but I like to get jugs of water at the gas station before I come to a cabin or a campsite where I don't really know the water situation too well, especially when I'm gonna be out and about all today and I'm gonna be very dehydrated. I wanna make sure I have enough water. I truly cannot get over the fact there's snow here. And like 2 weeks ago, I was at the St. Patrick's Parade in Boston and it was almost 70 degrees. New England's crazy. Also, don't know if I'll end up needing these, but if so, I'll be prepared. So I pulled over to an observation site on the side of the road. However, you can't really see anything because it's so foggy. I'm not gonna lie, this ride up to Acadia makes me feel like I'm in Twilight. Made it to Bar Harbor. I totally forgot it's pothole season, so not gonna lie, the ride up was a little rough. In the summer, it's usually so packed here. You can't even get a parking spot on the main street, and now it's empty. Not gonna lie, it looks like mostly everything is closed. We made it. Okay, I've run into my first issue of the day. I'm at the visitor center. However, it seems as though the restrooms are closed for the season and there are no porta potties. So I may or may not have to be peeing in the woods today. We'll see. stop on the Acadia trip is Sand Beach. I have never seen the parking lot this empty. They also have bathrooms here, thank God. I was not gonna pee in a bush. You can kind of get a glimpse. Look how majestic the beach is. Okay, I'm definitely gonna bring a blanket and my crochet. Yes, I'm so excited. We'll definitely be bringing my gloves and my scarf. Also, hydration. Okay, I'm trying to stop myself from not throwing up. That was the worst bathroom experience of my life. Ugh. I spent the whole time gagging of the smell. Oh my God. Ugh. Awful, awful experience. I wish I went behind a tree. Like, my eyes are tearing up because of how much I was gagging. Like, would not recommend. Just go pee in a bush. This is gorgeous. Look at all this stuff the tide washed in. And then here's the little stream that goes into the ocean. You can't even see the cliffs there. It's so foggy. But yeah, this is another body of water. This is so majestic. Oh, I love Acadia so much. I stepped in water. Oh, now my foot's wet. Ah, that's quicksand. That is quicksand. Ah. I am just straight vibing. Minus the sand trap I just fell into. But like, I am so at peace right now. Empty. It is actually empty here. It's so crazy. I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday when I was crocheting in the cabin, but this is my newest project. It's an attempt at a like farmer's tote bag. I'm using a tutorial on YouTube and so far so good. So updates to come. It has started to rain, so I'm headed to the car. I'm gonna try and wait it out a bit. But worst comes to worst, we just do the rest of the park in the rain. Honestly, I wouldn't mind that. I haven't experienced it like this before. Like overcast, drizzly. I feel like I said this earlier, but I'm getting major Twilight vibes, Pacific Northwest vibes. Oh, so beautiful. Escapism. Oh. Does that not look exactly like an eyeball? Or is that just me? Same with the one under it too. Kind of creepy, but also really cool. So random, but look how big these mushrooms are. One thing that is not going as planned is half of the stops on the Park Loop Road are closed for the winter. So I kind of see why Acadia is a bit unappealing in the winter if you haven't been here before, but since I've been here multiple times, I'm just gonna make the most of it and I'm gonna go back to the locations that are available. I don't even know if this is allowed or not, but I'm just gonna park here and walk down to this water area that looks to be open. Oh my gosh, you can walk up the bridge. I'm totally going up. Oh, this is like the main road. Wait, I'm gonna go down so no one sees I'm here. I don't know if I'm allowed to be here. Look at all the purple shells. Wow, I feel like a van lifer, but I'm just pulled up in my car. Okay, I think I'm just gonna chill here for a bit until the sun comes out because the weather app says it's supposed to eventually. Fingers crossed. As for now, I think I'm gonna chill. Maybe I'll do that word search I brought. I swear I'm not being dramatic, but the smell of the bathroom really made me lose my appetite. So the sandwich I packed for myself really has no appeal right now, but I kind of feel like I need to eat something. First world problems. I really do feel like a van lifer right now. Maybe I'll have a beverage. This is a grape seltzer from Wegmans. I feel like people either love or hate grape. I love it. However, for some, it does taste like medicine. This is good though. I would recommend if you have a Wegmans near you. It's the closest I've ever gotten to finishing one of these word find books. I have, how many? I have 3 more left until I finish. Being back here also makes me realize how much I need to clean my car, especially my seat. Like, that's so nasty. Ugh. I found a whole 11 cents. Wow. Sandwich time. Okay, currently working on the crochet project, and I feel like it's cleared up a bit. A lot less foggy, however, it's still raining out. So probably just gonna head over to Thunder Hole next and then head back to the cabin. It's so gorgeous. Damn. There's balls on the branches too. The new French and cookie hard topping from Dairy Queen is so good. Just got back to the cabin and there's no more snow. This was ice all this morning, for reference. You can really see now that we're in the mountains. Final hot tub outing of the trip. Okay, final thoughts. Would I recommend Acadia off season? I want to say yes, however, I don't think it's worth it if you've never been. Okay, so Acadia Park is basically a giant trail loop and you drive around and see the whole island that is Bar Harbor. However, for the winter months, majority of the loop is closed. So the only sites, like scenic areas you can see, is Sand Beach, Thunder Hole. There was also a scenic picnic area available. However, like I said, I've been here multiple times and I really love Acadia, so I really just made the best out of it. Honestly, Acadia in the rain is really pretty. It gives, I don't want to say it gives Pacific Northwest vibes, because I've never been there, so I can't compare it, but it reminds me of what the Pacific Northwest would be like, I feel. Stephen King, the author that writes all the scary books, is from Maine, so I feel like the foggy Maine weather kind of adds to the ambiance. So yes, I don't know if I would recommend Acadia off season if you're not from the area. However, if you're a New England native and a Maine native and haven't been here in the winter, and if you have a national park pass, I would recommend it. I don't know if I would pay the entry fee. Actually, I would still pay the entry fee to see it. I've also never traveled to Acadia alone. I've done a few solo road trips here and there, but never one this extravagant or long, I would say, and I've really enjoyed myself. I'm just a very introverted person. I like my alone time. I just find so much peace and solitude and quietness Just like being alone in this hot tub or in a national park where especially I know my way around. Even in the off season, I feel like you can find the beauty in everything, you know? Also, to be at the parks when it was that empty, to have sand beach all to myself at one point was insane. I guess that's also another positive of coming off season. Literally no crowds. Thing is really seasonal up here, so everything is open, especially in Bar Harbor, which is like the main town in Acadia. So yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, but I get it because there's really not much tourism up here right now. Anyways, even though it rained, I had a great time. Thanks so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed. Definitely check out Acadia if you get the chance. Also, subscribe for new videos because I love making travel content like this. Yay!
Bye, cabin.